Hi everyone, it's Amy. I'm back to have another little chat with you, and today I want to have a chat about feminism. I come from a background in anthropology and social science. I work in the mental health industry, and I manage teams of counsellors, and I also have my own practice. And I'm inspired to do these videos because I've lived a lot of life, learned a lot of lessons, and I've also had a lot of amazing wise people come in and teach me. And if I can share a little bit and join a broader conversation, I think that's a good thing. And there's a little part of me that's sort of talking to my younger self, because I wish I'd maybe had someone discussing these things when I was younger. Anyway, it's all of the above, and hopefully it helps, even just a little bit. So, feminism, that's a word that everyone goes, oh, feminism, feminazis. Now, the fact that it has the word fem in it tends to get people really stuck, that it's to do with females, and it's to do with females being in charge. So we look at, if we look at feminism as an antidote to patriarchy, power over systems, we might then think of feminism and matriarchy. I'm not going to go into matriarchy right now, but I might save that for another video. But feminism is a word that is misunderstood, and I actually looked it up in dictionaries. Now, in the Oxford, it seemed to say belief women should have rights or power, the same rights and power opportunities as men. Honestly, like my university studies, that is not what we were taught. That's not my understanding of feminism. It's not about women having the same rights. It's actually about all parties, and I think the Merriam-Webster has a little bit more of an accurate description in the belief and advocacy of the political, economic, and social equality of everyone. So it actually isn't about propping someone up or propping the other one down or any of that. It's everyone having, so men can express feelings and, tune into what's considered more feminine aspects of society. Women can, jump into more physical roles and not have to be, kept in a space because of their gender. Nobody's kept in a space because of their gender. All gates are open to everyone. That is feminism. Like, I actually feel like maybe we should change the name of it, because the fact that it's got fem in there, for anyone who hasn't looked at this on a deeper level or had education to, help them understand what the origins of that word means. And look, the word was coined during a time where females had been chronically oppressed. So feminism, I suppose, they used feminism because it was a matter of, like, to get everyone in a more equal space, there had to be a shift in how females were being positioned in society. But the word itself now, actually, it's almost like it encourages a pendulum swing from one extreme, which was male domination, to the other extreme, which is female domination, which is not at all what it was about. There was no interest in women becoming in control and power over and any of that. It was just about making sure that everybody could express themselves however they wanted. Males could express themselves how they wanted, females could express themselves how they wanted, anyone in between could express themselves how they wanted, and everybody had equal footing in society. Everyone had equal opportunities in society. So the misunderstandings of feminism as any sort of power shift is naive and is simplistic and is inaccurate. So if you're watching this and that has been something that you thought, because I can see some women out there going, well, I'm not into feminism. because I don't want to be power over men. That's a fair statement. No, I don't think having power over either is good for anyone. And so there's women like not understanding the word, and there's men not understanding the word, and there's people not understanding the word, and then it's being misused. And then now we do have this feminazi thing, which I think probably more describes what the fear is of women being power over. Well, feminazi describes the women being power over. I think that word is a useful word for us to have in our vocabulary. But I think feminism is a word that is commonly used and commonly misused and misunderstood. So I've really felt like this video for me was something where I just remember going, because I had someone very close to me actually misuse that word, and I was like, wow, so many people don't actually realise what it means. And this person is a very clever person. He's one of the cleverest guys I know, and he was misusing this word, and it's compelled me to now have this video with you. So yeah, women, I don't think women are ever going to get to a point where they're going to want to totally power over men, by the way, as well. Like, women have brothers, fathers, lovers and sons. There's too much love for like punishment here. But I know that fear and misunderstanding is behind a lot of the like, you know, contention that comes with this word feminism. Because, yeah, it seems like, well, it must be women over power over. But no, I know I have lots of, you know, lovely men I've met in the world. One of my best friends, he actually passed last year. His name was Ross. I used to call him Pixie Man. He's like one of the most beautiful, beautiful men I've ever met. And, you know, yeah, there's just, I think too many women have too many amazing brothers, fathers, friends. So yeah, I don't think, you know, pendulum swinging and all, I don't think it's, you know, any woman with, you know, her equilibrium, who isn't coming from a trauma space, isn't going to buy into, you know, dominating or any of that. It's more just about equality. Feminism equals equality. That's it. No one's power over anything. And feminism equals freedom for men to express themselves and whatever femininity they may have. It empowers women to express themselves and whatever, you know, masculinity they may have. It empowers people to express whatever, you know, feelings or strength or actions or I don't know, whatever these social constructs are. It opens up expression and gives everyone the same rights. So the word makes it seem like it's just for females and that it's not for everyone, but actually it is for everyone. I think the word humanism is taken, so we can't use that, but yeah, I'd be open to having a discussion around what other word could we use, but in the meantime, I'm just hoping to like help people get an upgraded understanding of what that word actually means, because yeah, it's meant to be empowerment for everyone. So feminism has been misunderstood over the years and taken to extremes. Its original intent was to empower all, men and women and everyone in between, to be however they need to be to feel free and valued in our society. So I hope that helped just a little bit. Please do a deeper dive and have a look into, you know, what other things you can find out there. Try not to fall down the feminazi or, you know, misogyny or misandry, you know, rabbit holes. Just, yeah, the origins of it was empowerment for all. Okay, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.